So the interesting thing is, you know, and I refer back to the book, there's a portion that talks about you're resourced, for being resourced for your assignment. And I think even Tosi mentioned this in the foreword. Sometimes it's very easy for us to go through life thinking, for example, Adesua is my friend. I mean, Adesua here we've been friends for what now? Like almost 8 years or something. Yeah. And, you know, just easily seeing people like, oh, I know this guy, he's this, and just leaving them in that box. But people are more, God doesn't make mistakes, even in our relationships, right? So just, how they say that thing, your network is your net worth. And I am blessed to have great people in my circle. And so I thought to myself, God has given all these people in my circle different gifts, different talents, different, you know, like superpowers. Why am I trying to be them? I can simply leverage other people's strengths while living in my strengths. And I still talked about strengths in the book, because that's another thing I've learned from, I think I did that I started learning from in 2020, I think so, yes. And it was such a game changer for me. And just realizing this thing is not in my, you know, portfolio. I'm not great at it. So why am I trying to do it? So we edit. I prayed. I'm not going to bobo you or lie to you. Like I said, it was a very, very spiritual assignment every step of the way. So every step of the way, I was asking God, who? I did not plan to write this book, sir. With all due respect, you gave me work. So surely you had somebody in mind that you had figured out. So who? And it wasn't anything, thus says the Lord, nothing, you know, untoward or spooky like that. It was just really, so when I thought about who to edit the book, I do know a couple of editors because I've worked in certain capacities. A certain role I worked in my previous life was supporting an accomplished author in his work. And so, yeah, I do know people who can do the work, but I was very clear and it was very simple. Who the person that came to mind, had a conversation with her and she did an exceptional job. The quality that I got from her, exceptional, and I put it in the acknowledgement because she was able to fine-tune such an excellent work of, you know, fine-tuning the work and editing the work in itself, but still keeping the authenticity of my character and how I write, which was very, very important to me because I don't want to sound like who I'm not. I'm me. I'm playful, I'm fun, I'll use interesting analogies. It's who I am, and I wanted my personality to come out in the book. I wanted it to be a Christian book, all right, you know, but fun, easy to read, nothing highfalutin or complicated. So that was how the editor was choosing. It was a conversation, but first, the foundation of everything was praying. Graphics, again, I had two options, right? And it wasn't an easy pick in that one, let me not lie, because I was like, hey, okay, this other person, option A is close, really close, but I was very realistic. The person has the best intentions, but doesn't have the time to, you know, that would require for this kind of work. So no need to be sentimental about it. Be as objective as possible. It is work. And option B rather, did a phenomenal work. Production team. The person who is managing production for this behind the scenes and all, I like to consider him as a ministry gift to me. That is how I think of him. Because even with the podcast, I just have to call and say, so I have this idea. You know, so I have I usually have wild ideas where if you like, nothing precedes, like, okay, we are talking about rice and beans and I'll just come and say, hey, so I have this idea, let's start doing podcasts. And you're just like, we're on rice and beans. How did we get here? But this individual just usually goes, okay, we can do it. Yeah, let's do it. And middle of the night, gosh, I don't know how he does it, because me, sometimes I get worried, and my husband used to be like, how can you just be, don't you feel bad just asking somebody for a favor every time? Please, can you help me? Don't you have shame? But bless, the person that handled the production that's it. He's a ministry gift to me, and I celebrate his craft and the excellence that he brings to the table. So fundamentally, that's it. It's people within my circle, but obviously people that God had put in that circle for such a time as this.